8-5, just a couple of minutes gone by here inside University Credit Union Pavilion as you get a look at the St. Mary's bench. Randy Bennett in season number 25. He's looking for his 12th 4-0 start if St. Mary's can pull that off with a victory here tonight. Of course, the Gales started off with a 4-0 mark last year as well. On the other side, for North Texas, Daniel Robinson is in his first season leading North Texas. He's an Arkansas Little Rock grad in '99, came from Cleveland State, did great things there, and is now the third coach in the last 4 seasons at North Texas.
You know, Hank Dickinson told us a story about how Daniel Robinson addressed his team after that very difficult loss. He mentioned that his very first game as the head coach at Cleveland State, he lost to Notre Dame. Well, you'd think that's not so bad, but it was not Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish. It was the D2 Notre Dame Falcons. And he told his team, well, I didn't get what I wanted in the opener, but you got to come back from that. And he's hoping his team can come back from a tough loss in Corvallis on Wednesday night.
They're down 10-5 here after Joshua Dent hits the layup coming off the timeout. So the Gales doubling up on North Texas and a little 6-0 run over the last 90 seconds. Stevenson trying to drive on Lewis, who rips that one away. 4th steal of the season for Mikey Lewis in 4 games.
I think that might actually be called a block by McKeever. He got a hand on it just as
there's
the
Dent.
Shot was going up.
Shot might have been altered by Franklin, and he puts that one back in anyways on the second attempt. So a couple of times already for North Texas, we've seen them get a hand on the shot, but it ricochets right back to St. Mary's, and the Gales now up 12-5 and on an 8-0 run.
And with a 7-1 edge on the boards.
Terrell Jr. for Reese Robinson. He was double-teamed for a moment, out to Ja'Shawn Stevenson. He'll go for a 3 in front of Lewis. Deadens on the back of the rim, and McKeever right there for the rebound. It was a good start for North Texas, but their last 4 with a turnover slipped in there. Lewis from Morauskas in the corner, fakes once, goes for the corner 3. It's a little off the mark. McKeever offensive rebound. Out to Lewis. Yes! Listen to the crowd, Steve, early in Moraga. It hasn't been like this all season to open up a ball game, but arguably the best start for St. Mary's. And it comes off that 3 from Mikey Lewis.
And another rebound for the Gales, who now have a 9-1 rebound edge. And I kind of like that reaction from Mikey Lewis. I think he was a little bit pumped on that one.
The Gales have been one of the better shooting teams in the West Coast Conference to open up this 2025-26 campaign. The Gales coming into tonight's game, Steve, 52.4% from the floor and just shy of 47% from three-point range. In the last 2 games alone, St. Mary's has shot at over 50% from 3. It's the first time they've done that in back-to-back games since 2019.
Yeah, we've discussed, Brian, and more than once how last season St. Mary's won 29 games, went 17-1 in conference play, and really was not a good shooting team. If the Gales can be almost as good defensively and on the boards as they've been for the past few years, and then get this improved offense, they are going to be very difficult to handle.
Stevenson to Terrell Jr. trying to work his way around Dent. He'll go for the step back 3, knocks it down in front of Joshua Dent, and that's a great way to get back in the ball game for the Mean Green.
Ends an 11-0 run by St. Mary's, and really a good shot by Terrell. Dent didn't play bad defense. It was just good offense by Terrell.
Morauskas for a wide open Mikey Lewis off to the left. Morauskas fighting for the offensive rebound, and he has it. But he's double teamed underneath and lost a handle. Josiah Shackelford coming away with it. And the Mean Green in transition. It was Robinson up in front of Gadd. Couldn't hit the layup. And Joshua Dent comes away with it for St. Mary's. Quickly to the corner, Morauskas. Off on his 3, another offensive rebound. Over the shoulder look by McKeever for Gadd, who was blocked. And now off the shin, the right shin of Paulius Morauskas. And I think for the benefit of everybody on the floor, a stoppage in play.
It was a heck of a rebound and feed by McKeever, and then an even better block by Robinson. It looked like Gadd had an easy layup. Robinson came from behind him, blocked the shot, and ultimately became a turnover for the Gales, and it's the Mean Green ball.
Harry Wessels and Liam Campbell check onto the floor for St. Mary's to replace McKeever and Gadd. Liam Campbell, of course, he of the 20-point performance a couple of nights ago, a collegiate best in his third game. Cole Franklin with it right now for the Mean Green. Into the corner. That's Hammer Jr. He's short on his corner three ball, and Mikey Lewis there for the rebound. Daniel Robinson likes to rotate his guys as Mikey Lewis goes high off the glass to get that one to fall.
A degree of difficulty on that shot was much more than Mikey Lewis made it appear to be.
No kidding. Virtually everybody who plays for Daniel Robinson's North Texas squad averages at least 10 minutes a game. Loose ball pinballs around on the floor, and Lewis comes away with it. He's got two defenders. He takes them both. He misses the shot, but Liam Campbell has the rebound. It's out to Joshua Dent, who drains the three. And the Gales just can't miss right now on offense, and they're eating North Texas alive on the board. Steve, it's 16-1.
That's almost as impressive as the 33-4 was 3 years ago. 33-4 being points.
I don't think I've ever seen an opening like this to a game in terms of the rebound discrepancy. Shackelford with Wessels in front. He's trapped. Morauskas comes in from behind. That's Curtis Stinson Jr. just barely ahead of the shot clock, but he misses. And Harry Wessels grabs the rebound.
And make it 17-1 on the boards.
Gales up by 12 early. 11 to go in the first half. It's Dent. Tried to feed Wessels down low, who was open. It was tipped out of bounds by Shackelford. And that'll send us to a timeout. North Texas trying to figure out a way to just hold on to the ball. They're getting out rebounded 17-1, and they're down 12 on the scoreboard.